Hey ho, it's Marco Catania again, representing Charles III University with another study aid on ITI 597, and a topic that covers IT service management according to ITIL V3. And this time we're going to have a look at continual service improvement, and more specifically we're going to have a look at like the goals and objectives of continual service improvement. Okay, so where are we in the service life cycle? We're currently here in continual service improvement. I often refer to CSI as Big Brother. It's the ITIL volume that contains a set of processes that keep a close eye on all the other processes as performed within strategy, design, transition and operation, even keeping an eye on themselves. It means that all the processes should perform like most efficiently, most effectively. If not, we need to initiate some action. And even if it ain't broken, well, we can still try to improve it if it's going to be cost effective. So what are some of the goals of like continual service improvement? It says here to continually align and realign IT services to the changing business needs by identifying and implementing improvements to IT services that support business processes. For example, if the business wants to become like flexible and roaming, then you may have to provide as IT like wireless capabilities. So it's continuously like aligning the business requirements with what's possible in the world of IT to make it like as easy as possible for the people in your business to do their job. It also says to continually look for ways to improve process effectiveness and efficiency as well as cost effectiveness. Are we running our processes in a smart way? We want to work smarter, not harder. Can we automate a couple of things? Can we fine tune a number of interfaces between functions? Can we improve certain documents? It's all about continuous learning and improving, and that should be a cycle that never ever stops. I like to quote Tony Robbins. He often talks about the CANI principle, and CANI stands for continuous and never-ending improvements. CANI, continuous and never-ending improvements. Thanks a lot, Tony Robbins. So some CSI objectives, and of course again goals and objectives are very closely aligned with each other, and they should be. They include, for example, reviewing and analyzing all your services. Are we delivering our services to the agreed service levels? Well, if not, well, we have to make some recommendations on how to get there. And if we're not delivering against desired levels, well, we need to make some changes to our people, to our processes, maybe to our products, and maybe even selecting new partners to work with. And even if we are delivering against required service levels, it doesn't mean we shouldn't improve. We can still make it more efficient and therefore become, for example, more cost effective delivering our services from an IT point of view. So I quite like to quote here like, what is it again, Toy Story? To infinity and beyond. You can't stop improving your processes. You can't stop improving your services. Some more CSI objectives. Identifying and implementing individual activities to improve. A slow server, a PC with not enough memory, a person with not enough skills. They're all opportunities to improve. And all these small improvements together, if you all add them up, they become huge improvements. Okay? Improve cost effectiveness of delivering services without sacrificing customer satisfaction. And that's an interesting one, okay? So we wanna work smarter, not harder. We wanna reduce resources, and we wanna become like cheaper as well, work more efficiently, but without impacting quality. And that's a tricky one, because typically if you take away budget, at some stage if you take away too much budget, it will start to impact on the quality of the services you're delivering. So you need to find that fine line. You need to find this balance, this point in between where you find your optimal. And now we can't make it any cheaper, well, at this moment, because otherwise we would start to affect the quality of our services. Also ensure applicable quality management methods are used. Use the standards out there that are available to you. Make sure you've got your proper policies in place. Make sure you've got your proper documents in place. And make sure there's proper quality assurance in place. Really, well, think and live a culture of continuous improvement. Again, quoting a little bit of Star Trek here. Well, not really Star Trek, because I think Star Trek says to boldly go where no man has gone before. I think in this scenario I have to say to boldly go where no business has gone before. And yet another practice what you preach exercise with the objective to understand some of the CSI goals. As the newly appointed CSI manager, you've been asked to list valid reasons why IT is and needs to keep changing all of the time. I'll give you some examples. Business best practices are changing, and IT needs to support them. Hence, IT also needs to change. IT, I mean the technology, is continuously evolving, and we need to leverage of its increased functionality and capabilities. All the resources like hardware, software, network components, well, after a while they become actually more expensive to maintain and support them. So they're all valid reasons why we need to keep improving ourselves and our environment. Here's a sample question. One of the main objectives of continual service improvement, CSI, is what? Answer A. To approve all changes. Answer B. To keep the business and IT aligned. Answer C. To maintain and support the IT infrastructure. And answer D. To design the new improved services. I'll give you a couple of seconds and then we move on. Okay, well this one is probably not too difficult. The answer of course is answer B. CSI is all about aligning the business and IT. Okay, we've come to the end of this module. The next module we're going to introduce a whole bunch of generic concepts and definitions. And the first one will be introducing the concept of utility and warranty as introduced in the service strategy volume. Hey, live long and prosper, and if you've seen my user ID, I'll be back.